Hi, this is Sri Priya Madan from Srishti Technology Labs. In this session, let's see the usage of if-else. Let me create a class in test package. The name is if demo. Select public static void main, click finish. I am going to get three user input and check which is greater in this example. Let me use scanner to get the user input. System.in is an object of input stream. It helps to get the user input from the console. Scanner is a class from util package. We need to import that. It is imported. Let me get three variables. A, B, C. A is equal to sc dot next int. Let me get the values for the next two variables. If you see, I've got three variables A, B, C and trying to get all the values from the user. The next step is to use a if condition. If condition else, if condition else. I'm using a ladder if else, if else, if else. Now let me write the condition inside this brackets. A greater than B ampersand A greater than C, A is greater. What logic I am writing is, the condition I am giving is check A with B and A with C. If A is greater in both the conditions, or if both the conditions are true, it will print A is greater. Else if, now it is enough that I check B with C. If B is greater than C, it will enter inside this if condition and print B is greater. Else print C is greater. I need to close the scanner, save the file, run the application, enter numbers to compare. 12, 90, 20. Prints B is greater. One interesting factor about this ampersand, double ampersand, it is called as short circuit AND. Let me modify this if program in such a way that the first condition is true and the second condition is going to give an exception. So let me create an array trying to print the value of array in index 4. Syntactically, this is correct, but during the runtime, you don't have any position for index 4 because the total size itself is 4 only. So it will throw array index out of bound exception. I will remove the rest of the stuff. Short circuit AND always checks for false condition. If my first condition is false, invariable about the second condition, it will directly enter into else loop. If my first condition is true, only then it will go and check in for the second condition. In case of second condition, if it is throwing an exception, it will throw the exception. Let us see this practically. First, let me check in for false condition. Save the file, right click, run as Java application. It is asking for two values. So initially, I want to make A greater than B as false. I am giving the value as 10 for A, 20 for B and 30 for C. Though we are not using C, we are getting the user input. So I am giving the value. You can see here it is not throwing the exception because we are using a short circuit AND. Short circuit AND always compares only the first condition. If the first condition is false, even if the second condition is going to throw an exception, it will be ignored and it will enter into the else loop. If the first condition is true, then in that case it will throw the exception. Let us see that. A is 100, B is 90, C is 20. So now you can see exception in thread main at this particular line, line 17. Similarly, you have got short circuit OR. Short circuit OR always checks in for two conditions. If the first condition is true, it will not go in for the second condition. even if it throws an exception. I'll run this. I want to make the first condition true. 100, 90, 20. So it enters inside the if condition and prints A is greater. In the next session, let us learn about short circuit AND and short circuit OR. Thank you.